have guests in today, and important guests that do real work, unlike some of us around here. Let's talk plastic surgery, which is right. It is the right term to use. We'll come to that in just a moment. But we're talking to our friends from HLA San Carlos, which is a big group, isn't it? So I see 38 centres, 18 hospitals, 20 medical centres. But whereabouts are you from? Let's talk to David first, David Vanyo. And you're you're director of... What's your title, sorry?
Yes, good morning.
Morning.
I'm the Dr. David Vanyo. I'm the head of the internal medicine department, and I'm part of the management medical hospital in San Carlos.
Okay, is that in Denia on the Costa Blanca? Or?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Okay, yes.
All right. So how's it going now? I mean, it's been, if we're talking medical centres, the last maybe 3 or 4 years, obviously with COVID, and that lingered for a long while, it's kind of coming back as well.
Yeah.
How are you coping? How's it going there?
Okay, of course, we can read in all the news about the high incidence of respiratory problems, infections like COVID, flu during the last week. We continue with the same problems, and in San Carlos we have the same problem. Okay, but we try to provide the best care for all the patients in the hospital with more professional, more doctors, more nurses. Okay, to try to give the best care for all the patients.
Yeah, because that came back in as law that we have to wear a mask inside a health centre.
Yes, of course, in the hospitals and all the medical centers, we need to put the mask again. And the most important is repeat to the vaccination for the flu and COVID, okay? Because we are on time, yes.
It's that time of year, of course.
Yes, of course.
So did that ever really go away? Were you just, free-for-all? Or were people still wearing masks inside the hospital?
Yes, very important, okay? And the people know, okay? And all the people is with the mask, yes, very important.
Okay, so into 2024 then, what are your plans for the centre?
Okay, the plan is to continue with the last years in San Carlos. Okay, I repeat, provide the best care for all the patients with the more professional, the best doctors that we can try. And for example, last weeks we have a new vascular surgeon who is more specialist in the treatment of varicose vein with the last and newest treatment without surgery. We have, from the dermatology department, we have a new unit for alopecia and hair loss. I think it's very important for a lot of people. And for example, in Hospital San Carlos, we are building a new intermediate care unit for those patients with serious problems like heart attack, pneumonia, etc. I think a lot of people knows about the hospital. A hospital, I think, is a homely working hospital, and I think it's the summary for San Carlos. Okay, to continue working for all the people.
Yeah, I mean, from what you've just mentioned there, it's just covering just about everything. So from serious conditions to maybe more sort of cosmetic procedures and surgical procedures.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have those. Yes.
Should we get on to that then? Let's talk to Agustín, shall we?
Yes.
Okay, so this is Dr. Agustín Valverde.
Good morning.
Coming up. Morning. Let's get in nice and close on there so we can hear you. Now, you're a plastic surgeon.
That's right.
I'm using the right term, aren't I? Because I said to you, do you call yourself that, or is it cosmetic surgery? What's the difference?
Well, we like to, we are plastic surgeons, aesthetic surgeons, and reconstructive surgeons. We never use cosmetic surgery. Well, here in Spain, we don't usually use it. In other countries, it's more frequent. But we are plastic surgeons, that's it.
Okay. So this would be, you use the word, whose phone is that? You got some It's all right. I don't mind this because you're doctors, you're medical personnel. So
sorry.
You kind of no, you're taking time out from a working day here, so this is that's understandable. So what sort of procedures are we talking about then?
Yeah, we perform here in Hospital HLA San Carlos. We perform a lot of breast surgery. That's the number one surgery that we perform. We do breast lift and breast augmentation and breast reduction. Those are the three main procedures that we perform. And then we do a lot of facelifts and blepharoplasty and otoplasty. Those are the surgeries that we mostly perform.
Okay, and you'd get what would see, for want of a better word, foreign patients coming to see you?
Yeah, we have a lot of foreign patients. Yeah, we have most of them are from the UK.
Right.
Yeah, and some of them they have a house here and they live in the UK. They come here. They usually and they perform the surgery once a year. They are here, and some of their relatives that come with them and perform the surgery with us here. Yeah, we have a lot of patients from other countries. Not only from the UK. We have from Germany. We have from France, and and Switzerland. Yeah.
And you can presumably speak to most of them in their language.
Yeah. I'll try to.
There's somebody that can.
I speak English just a little bit, and I have a secretary that is from Newcastle, so it's easier.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're probably easier to understand than the person from Newcastle. No, don't tell them I said that. It's all right. But so most of it is again, I want to use the word cosmetic, but it's for enhancement rather than emergency.
Yeah, we perform mostly aesthetic surgery. Yeah, that's what we. Yeah.
Okay. And how do people know your qualifications and that you're certified to carry out this work?
Before going to the consultation, most of them they research in Google and they check who am I, and there's a very easy place to check to find if the surgeon you're going to have the appointment is a plastic surgeon or not. You go to the Spanish Society of Plastic Surgery website, and then you can see it. And once you arrive, you only have to ask for the title. It's very easy, and that's very important because there are some surgeons that they are not plastic surgeons. They are performing plastic surgery. That's very important.
And I think it's got generally. I mean, your centres particularly, but generally Spain has a good reputation for medical procedures, isn't it? Treatments.
It's been a country in my specialty that we've been always. We work very hard, and we are quite famous for plastic surgery. Some of the most important plastic surgeons have been in Spanish, and we have a great relationship with South America and North America. So we travel, and the level of plastic surgery here in Spain is very, very high, more than people think.
And the research as well. I mean, there's new research being carried out all the time.
Yeah, that's true. We have here very, very large centers of plastic surgery, and they research a lot. It's a great country for plastic surgery.
And do you get, I forget what the term is now that they use, like medical tourists? So people would rather come here and be treated than maybe in their home country.
The medical tourists that we have here now is what I told you before, is some people that they have relatives here, they live here, so they come, they stay at the home, they do the surgery, they go back. Yeah, we have a lot of those patients. And it's not so frequent to have patients that come just for the surgery, they leave, they don't have any relationship with our country.
It's not Turkey.
No, it's not Turkey. That's right. And we don't like to have those patients. Well, we like to have patients, but not those type of patients, because it's very difficult to have a relationship, to know what happens after the surgery, to take care of them.
Sure, I mean, because there is the bit either side, isn't there? There's the initial consultation, which is probably a very important part of it. How long do you sort of sit down with them and just say, what do you want to, and are you sure you want to do this? And do you really want to go that big?
The first consultation, they come to our office, so we use the mobile for a first consultation, then they come here. But for us, the most important thing is to take care of the patient after the surgery, because the surgery probably is the easy part of everything. Then you have to take care of them to be sure that nothing happens, and if everything happens, the patient is under control, and the patient has your mobile phone and she's close to you, and you have to take care of him. That's the most important thing for us. Not the surgery, the post of the surgery.
Sure, but presumably they'll need to come back in person occasionally as well.
That's right.
So as far as English-speaking patients then, I think you may have touched on it already. What's the most popular? What do they come to you for the most in demand surgery?
Nowadays, we have 20, 25, 30 years ago, the breast surgery with implants started very high and very fast. Nowadays, we have patients around 60s, 55, 60, 65 that they need to change their implants, because the implants can fail.
Sure.
There's capsule contractures, so we have to change those implants. We have to take care of those implants. So we change those implants, and then we reconstruct or not. Because we can do a breast lift at the same time, or a breast reduction. They gain weight over the years. So that's probably one of the challenge and the number one surgery that we are performing nowadays. We have a lot of that type of age here in this area. And then facelift and blepharoplasty, the aging of the face and the aging of the implants, because you get older, the implants get older.
Yeah, sure. And of course, if we're talking faces, this is not the sort of just the massage, that you're actually surgery.
That's
we're
right.
talking plastic surgery.
That's
Okay,
right.
so sort of around the eyes.
Yeah, we
something.
remove the excess of skin, of the eyes, the wrinkles, and the bags, the fat we have here. And then we do the facelift. We remove the excess of skin. We elevate all the structures of the face and the neck to have a youthful appearance.
Okay, well, leave your number with me. We need to get in touch with you very soon, indeed. And so patients living in the UK come to Spain to be operated by you. And how many are there? Is it just yourself? What's your team like?
Well, I work with my wife, she's plastic surgery, surgeon too. And we work together. We go to the theater. We have the consultations together. Yeah, we work together. Yeah.
Okay. Is was such a thing as a waiting list, or would you be fairly quickly if someone wanted to inquire, like now?
Well, the sooner the better. If you want, we have like a couple of months of waiting list.
Right. Really?
Yeah. We have a couple of months, but these surgeries it's not something that you do when you wake one day and you decide to do a facelift. It's something that you have been considering it for months or even years. So before you do the surgery, it takes time. You have to be sure what you're going to do, where you're going to do, who is going to perform you the surgery. So most of the patients come 6 to 7 months, 8 months before the surgery. They have time. They give you the budget. We give you the budget. So they know everything before. So in a couple of months, we can prepare the surgery for the patient.
Okay. And I mean, it might, because you have these centres across Spain, it might not be that close by where you're based. But for that sort of procedure, maybe it's worth the journey. Or would you say go to one of the other centres?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, 20.
You'd rather they come to see you. Of
course.
Right. All right. So, anything else we need to add while we're here? Just about anything else for 2024? Just the contact details, I suppose. What's the best way to get in touch? The main website.
You go to the website of the San Carlos Hospital in Denia, and then there you have the phone number. You can email, call, and it's easy.
Yeah, sure. So it's grupohla.com, and then you can have it in English as well. So should you need to. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks ever so much. As I say, we may see you again really soon. All right. Thanks for coming in this morning, because we'll let you get back to it, because we know you're very busy. For our friends from the HLA San Carlos in Denia, this is BayRadio then for your Wednesday morning.